Okay, all right, we are back after our brief technical issue pause. Let's go ahead and check in on what's going on. We saw Professor Malice getting some counter jungle action in there, stole away some camps from counter. Meanwhile, we were just talking about how Major is getting off some good trades and will only continue to grow stronger here. Bayonetta, of course, up in CS, but down a kill in the mid lane, still hanging in there.
Oh, walks over the bubble, and that is going to be a
Killbot
nice trade, though.
Killbot dropping him pretty low. Yeah, so far Killbot looking pretty good in this lane.
Yeah, they do have a difference in items here. Tier plus the Amplifying Tome. So the mana issues for Talia should be mitigated just a little bit. Looks like this ball lane's going to start pushing out into Major and Waka. Top side. Nothing much happening as we should expect, but Gragas is down in CS. So we have another gank coming in here. And that is going to be blowing a flash from Bayonetta. So, in fact, the pressure that I thought was going to happen is going reversed.
Okay, but look at this. Professor Malice rolling up onto the bot
Oh,
lane.
Slates!
Major, he uses his flash, but he's still going to get hit. Either way, the heal from Waka's Melio is enough to keep both bot laners healthy and speedy to avoid that situation. Both junglers collecting flashes as they travel around the map. Professor Malice still going to be ahead. Counter, I mean, yes, he got the summoner spell. Okay, but hold on. Let's see. We have an all-in from Aaron Omni up here on Isodak. See if he's able to confirm the kill. I don't think he will be able to. Flash expended. That's going to be just in return for the Gragas ultimate. Isodak definitely comes out ahead there and manages to crash their wave as well.
Yeah, very worth it. Crashes the wave. Gets health off the plants as well. Looks like Professor Malice going to try to do some evil down here in the bot lane. And doesn't find an opening. He's going to walk out. And what a timing. Eden Major decides to walk up as soon as Professor Malice walks the other way.
Yeah, they're keeping him around. You know how it is when you're a jungler, you just kind of
There's no wards.
sit around until you find the opportunity, but here it is. He smells blood in the water. Waka is slowed down. Major's trying to all in onto Phenom here, but he cannot get that kill. Waka just sits there and watches as his AD carry falls. Meanwhile, on the top side, Counter and Killbot starting up these grubs.
Yeah, I like the nice dodge of the name there. I kudos to you. That was very smart.
Do we need to say that on stream? I don't know.
No,
It's funny.
no.
I think it's funny, but
Is it appropriate? Can we also just say PP? Is that
PP? Yeah, we can call it PP. That's fine. I think that's it's in the spirit. I love it.
It has a multi-dimensional name
So
for
true.
Phenom here. But that was a nice gank from Professor Malice here. Major I think could have played out, but ends up getting the kill over. And so now it looks like Eden's can start playing this game.
Yeah, I think that especially now it's gonna be these BF sword buys, both even on the AD carries. The assist really doing a lot of heavy lifting for PP here. Even though he's down 12 CS, still gonna be pretty much even in items. So still favoring Lucian here. I want to see these team fights if they're able to make them happen. Professor Malice now level 6 can lock them into the bullet time or also find some better ganks elsewhere on the map. Maybe it's time to start looking mid. By the way, Aaron Omni
the
trying
freeze
to
again.
enforce this freeze. Look at this.
Doesn't have TP though. Honestly, Isodak just TP's back, and then Aaron Omni is in big trouble here. And with the sums down in bot lane, I really want to see Lucian come up with something. Need to hit level 6 on Waka though, but as soon as that happens, I think there's a great opportunity for Major to take over this bot lane.
Yeah, let's see it instead. He's just going to take some shots from Lost Under Tower and PP right here. The shielding, the cozy campfire doing so much work. Keep him healthy. Yeah, Aaron Omni dropping pretty low. I mean, at the very least, he's got Set's passive to keep him healthy, but he's calling Professor Malice up here. Isodak is going to get suppressed. He gets slam dunked.
Oh,
the flag
nice
drag
EQ.
still goes through, and there's the Cataclysm as well to lock Isodak into his death. Counter shows up, but once again, too little too late as Professor Malice gets the jump on him.
Yeah, that was a very well-timed buffer EQ. Don't see that too often. Major looking to play aggressive here.
Yeah,
huge trade.
Oh, could have just walked further backwards. Instead, went for an auto attack of his own. Lost another half of
Round
the
2.
HP bar, and Major is huge here. There's the culling. It's popped. Bullet time popped as well. The Super Mega Fire Kick is not fast enough to interrupt PP, and it's going to wind up a trade of kills.
Yeah, just fully letting the ultimate go there. Gets the kill. Waka trying their darndest to stop. Doesn't going to happen, and I mean, still, despite the 80 carry going down, it's not too bad for the bot lane. They get a kill on their 80 carry regardless, as well as getting the wave in. So, not a bad spot for this Lucian. And Major showing off that damage here. And this is an interesting build. What is this first item coming out from Major?
From Major, let's see. That's gonna be. I don't know. That's honestly escaping me at this point. What is this? It's quick. Is it Flicker Blades? No, it doesn't. Flicker Blades is
No?
a BF sword, right? I
Yeah.
feel like I need to be re-quizzed
It's
on
not
the
IE
80 carry
either.
item update.
So, I don't know what it is. We'll
I'll,
see.
I'll, I'll check. I'll check. Don't worry. I'll check.
I prefer. I mean, if you go the collector on Lucian first, I mean, totally okay with that. This is some kind of cooldown one, so I don't know what this item is here.
Oh, it's Essence
Coming
Reaver.
in.
Oh, it's Essence Reaver isn't it's not a Sheen item anymore, right? So it builds it a BF sword.
Okay, but so as it's, I don't know about building that. As Waka here is
Not
not
good.
spotted,
Yeah,
and
Waka,
Milio does not, not famous for the ganks for obvious reasons.
absolutely not. Counter is gonna walk aggressively at Professor Malice, and they're gonna scare him off of this top lane. Scuttle Crab and Grub spawning. With Waka up here, it is going to be a mismatched fight. PP and Lost Under Tower are keeping Major, of course, under tower. Grub's going to be started up. Professor Malice
Okay,
smites away the crab, though. It's
they
going to be a
should
nice little
give.
prize. Yeah, can they manage to get the grubs? Can Eden fully secure these? I think they can. No problem.
Yeah, Pad should just let their bot lane do its work here. And Major trying to hold this wave is going to do so to some effect. Turret plates are going to go, but this is the expected trade if your team goes for Rift Herald while the enemy does not. So Pad going to get a little bit of a boost there, the 80 carry now. We'll see if they can use that to effect. Meanwhile, Edens are going to be taking a bit of a delay. So the gold, we don't know where it's going to go just yet, but this payoff not guaranteed.
Yeah. Oh, there's the sleep and the EQ. Killbot. Oh, dead under turret to the Cataclysm of Professor Malice. Very nicely executed from the mid-jungle duo of Pad. Gonna be looking pretty good there. Yeah, Professor Malice has just been making things happen across the map. Despite
Yeah.
losing out on the grubs, still in a good spot.
And Bayonetta seems to be warming up here on the Zoe. Sleepy Trouble Bubble landing straight up there, assisting in that kill. And so I said Dak, 1v1 here.
There's the big slam from Aaron Omni. The Haymaker misses. And of course, the explosive cask to disengage. Playing versus Gragas is Sisyphean at best. You can try your best to all in him. But at the end of the day, he's just going to ult you out. So, oh well.
Okay,
Good try
Professor
from Aaron Omni.
Malice. No ultimate here. Again, I don't think they should really play for this, but they're going to hit an ultimate, though. It's
Oh
pretty
my
good.
god, so well placed onto Major. Has to flash away here. Waka not in position to cleanse it. Major just on a sliver of HP. It's a flash forward from PP, but it's actually Professor Malice that picks up that kill. Now counters in the middle of 3 people. He has to flash out over the wall. Weaver's Wall could not quite separate everybody enough. Lost Under Turret doing their best to chase everybody down, but there's the Keeper's verdict to disengage. Killbot alongside his 2 low health teammates barely managed to get out of there. It's going to be the Dragon picked up for Edens at the cost of their 80 carry.
All right, that was very well played, though, with the stun landing and the ultimate from PP. Again, they just really practice on this combo, and they hit a nice one. Eden's Snapdragons kind of just waited for them to get engaged on. And so the onus was on them to make a play. They didn't pounce on it, and so Pad decided to do it themselves. And it turns out to be a bit of an even play, to be honest.
Yeah, I would take a Dragon for a kill, I think. I think Dragon for kill is worth.
And it's not like they didn't expend resources. Like the flash being blown by PP as well. It wasn't free. It wasn't free.
That's true. That's very true, yeah. Lost Under Tower could be in a bad spot. Eden Major, he's stepping up.
Oh, look at that
calling.
damage.
Great block there. And he will be able to secure that kill. Professor Malice, can he get in here? The
Oh, no
EQ doesn't
EQ.
land, but there's the Cataclysm. Major just slides right on out, but they do call in the teleport from Isodak. Gonna arrive. Will give up probably this entire top lane turret unless Killbot's able to get up here. But
Yeah, not a
even then,
good TP. All right,
yeah.
Killbot though. Okay, Killbot gonna save it. Nice rotation. Oh, the
Oh,
drowsy.
so big for Bayonetta here, but Counter survives. Counter's just kind of walking around in here. No flash to get out. Can they still make it, though? They're going to slow him down. No, Professor Malice. He's going to arrive from mid lane alongside Aaron Omni. And now the Rift Herald goes over to Pad.
Yeah, Aaron Army's like, no cask, I can get the kill. And is able to pick that one up here as they're going to do the crab as well. Do not forget about the Rift Herald Eye. There it is. That does not forget. That is always a shame when it happens. Bayonetta is quite low, but it looks like we have full rotation to the mid lane here from Pad. A bit premature, but it looks like a fight might be brewing.
Yeah, I think they're just kind of staying around here, trying to get these waves in, maybe buying some space for Bayonetta to recall, although they are not taking it. Either way, the top turret's going to go down to Aaron Omni. Isodak now very far behind in this matchup. Said it was Sisyphean before, but being 2,000 gold down, I think Set's going to have some real kill pressure eventually. Counter trying to get up here for
Ooh.
this gank. Not
Okay.
quite popping the charge yet. There it is. The stun does not go through. Isidak's still
I'm
pretty
not
low. I
liking
don't think they have
this.
the damage to finish him off. Yeah.
Yeah, two tanks versus a bruiser. Usually never goes the way of the double tanks here. This is opening up
Oh,
a
the
free
Herald of the
bot lane.
Wall! No, that's embarrassing!
No! Who took
Uh,
it? Who's the
it was
drunk
Professor
driver?
Mouse.
Dude, a jungler messing that up? No excuse. No
Licensed
excuse.
professor, but revoke his driver's license. That's all I'm saying. Oh, they killed Isidak all the while.
Oh, look at that.
We have no
That's
replay, but
fun.
he did go down. Yeah, Aaron Omni gonna be making that
Massive
happen.
lean up in this top lane. So we said the job of Gragas is to prevent the other top laner from winning. Not going according to plan here. Isodak
No.
is so far behind that TP bot lane. Look at this gold lead. And you're going to need more than a jungler to stop this set. It's going to be at least a 3-piece to come up here and knock out this set from top lane. And so that's going to be a lot of side lane pressure. Has the bounty as well.
Uh-huh.
And I don't think anyone on the side of Eden's can side lane against this set. Killbot
No.
should be able to hold the lane, but everyone else, it's just not going to happen.
Yeah, Aaron Omni is level 13, 2 levels up on Isodak right now. Isodak, packing this Rod of Ages, will not have its full power for another 7 minutes. Things are not going to be easy for Edens on their top side or wherever Aaron Omni chooses to go. If he decides to show up this dragon, I think it's great. Can team fight with everybody else. It's going to spawn in just 20 seconds here, so it looks like he's going to stick to top lane, keep it in the isolated 1v1, which of course he's already winning. I think it's only uphill or
Oh,
only
Killbot!
uphill. Look at that. There's
Oh!
Oh, it was the Ashe ultimate into the Zoe bubble. So well executed. Yes, if only PP was a little bit closer, could have been good. But
Wait,
Bayonetta
Bayonetta's in
now in
trouble.
some trouble. Yeah, going to be prevented from getting away. But Cataclysm shuts down Waka. Major pops the culling. Now they're turning back around on the counter, who was advancing previously, but cannot go any further. Here's the teleport in
Another
from
drowsy.
Skillbot. There's the bubble. Bayonetta, the empowered auto attack, not enough to take down Major. Either way, a convincing team fight win for Pad here, and now they get the dragon as their prize.
Yeah. So, fun fact about MF ult, unless they've changed it recently, does not break the sleepy bubble trouble from
Yes.
Zoe. So they just get stuck there and they have to take the full brunt of it. They're kind of playing on two sides here. They're playing through mid and they're trying to get the dragon at the same time. Not a recipe for success, but Aaron Omni might be so strong that they can solo hold off the entire team of Edens while they're trying to make their way to this dragon. And so this is going to be a successful dragon take with the AD carry taking it. And now, I mean, it's looking like a very nicely set up game for Pad here to pick up a first win of this series.
Yeah, Pad is in prime position this game. 8-3 on the scoreboard. 6K gold ahead, 2 dragons already in their pockets. Tremendously strong set with 2 items now. Count them, 2 items in his inventory. I think Pad's taking this one, and I think that if we're Edens, we got to think about what went wrong this game. Think about maybe our top lane matchup and how we can prevent Professor Malice from impacting the map so much early on, because those 3 early ganks so incredibly powerful to providing support around Pad's map state.
Yeah, so they didn't really do that great of a job tracking Professor Malice here. And Counter, while aptly named, was not able to find any counter ganks or follow J4 around. You kind of just want to match the same side the whole time and make sure that Professor Malice doesn't get anything done. Wasn't able to do that. Actually, path the opposite way. And now Major being surrounded on all sides.
There's the big stun from the Ashera, and that's going to be the kill, easy as pie. Major's just in the wrong spot at the wrong time. Now Professor Malice looking to advance onto Isodak. He's going to slow him down, gets him with the Cataclysm. There's the bullet time. They're fully locked into place. He's so tanky, though. Isodak healed up so much thanks to Waka trying their best to keep their top laner alive. Bayonetta and everybody else cannot finish off these kills, but it's so hard for Isodak to now step up and defend this turret versus 280 carries and a Zoe. Aaron Omni, menace on the other side of the map. And this is brutal if you're Edens.
Yeah, they're just taking poke and bubbles to the face here. Nothing much they can do.
Oh, from downtown, Bayonetta gets him with the paddle star all the way from across the wall there. Very well executed.
Oh, they're just walking straight in.
Check this. That's so terrible. Killbot cannot face check that, but actually it's okay. Look at that. The shielding from Melio. It's enormous now. Major finds 2.
Oh, Aaron's here.
Turning this one around. There's the stun, though, alongside
Beautiful.
the showstopper. Aaron Omni's arrived on the scene, and he's already got a double kill for himself. Immediately turns it around. It's reversal after reversal after reversal. 2 to Edens, 2 back to Pad. No matter what, Pad's still coming out on top.
Yeah, they weren't able to win that initial skirmish, but Aaron shows up and completely takes over that team fight. Beautifully done. The slow, getting the right angle on the ultimate, and then getting the stun into the haymaker. Nice play on the set. Might be looking like a ban in the next game. Definitely going to be taking some consideration for that, for sure, Ultravox.
I mean, it looked so... It looked not bad for Isodak. It looked exactly how we expected that lane to go up until that disaster TP to try to save that bot lane play. I think that really tipped the scales, put Aaron Omni too far ahead to contend with. But I think up until that point, maybe not so bad.
Yeah, and with the Sundered Sky here on the set, this is more of a team fight build rather than a full split push build. So expect this set to make big waves in these team fights here. Professor Malice. Arrow does land.
Okay, and we didn't have Major block it. They could cleanse it with Melio Ultimate instead. That's going to be a perfect Ultra Mega Fire kick to knock Garmin away. Waka, he knows he did a good job. Going to be taunting just a little bit right there. PP.
Yeah, Waka.
His 2 supports here looking to scare away Edens from their mid lane turret, but they're just going to claim the priority. Now they know with a minute left to Dragon, it's important to hold this and then set up vision and get that space controlled. Dragon in just 50 seconds.
It does not look like they're going to be able to make an approach towards this Dragon, so they're going to go for the full pile driver onto Aaron Omni, who is just going to slowly walk out of here. And yeah, no play to be made. They've completely given up mid lane, by the way. This might be a turret.
I'm not so sure about that strategic call there. This is really hard for Edens to get back in and defend now as well. Counter hasn't really been able to get into this game much, hasn't been able to accomplish a lot. He will just instead walk forward, try to deter unsuccessfully Pad's turret demolition squad.
There's no vision. They don't have mid lane control. A little bit of respect coming down, but now Professor Malice, I mean, they can engage on this. I see no reason why not.
The counter is kind of jumpy here with the steadfast presence. He doesn't have it anymore to deny this Flag and Dragon Cataclysm combo. Lost Under Turret is the one that kills Waka this time. Now Killbot He's arriving to the fight with the Weaver's Wall. Bayonetta from over the wall. And Aaron Omni's in the back line. It's a huge showstopper. The Haymaker is going to be enormous as well. Look at all that
Oh!
true damage coming straight on in. Killbot Major, they have to retreat here. The bubble lands. Bayonetta looking to try to confirm some more damage. Everybody from Eden's left alive is sent packing for the fountain. And Dragon is wide open for Pad.
That could have went so much worse for Eden's Snapdragons there. Pad just couldn't find the rest of those kills, but they found enough. They got Waka. Professor Mouse gets their revenge, and they are going to be picking up a third dragon. So now they are 1 point away from that soul. And once that's collected, say goodbye to this game, Eden Snapdragons, with that soul. Too much stats here. Aaron Omni barely taking damage from Illusion, not a good sign. As our next objective here, Ultravox, gonna be that Baron.
Yeah, Baron is the big one. They can send Aaron Omni to the bot lane. He's got the teleport. He can join the fight very easily. He can demolish those bot lane turrets while he's down there. Yeah, Pad still looking great. Aaron Omni, of course, the big point of strength. PP on 2 items, working towards that third one. Major also matching, but Essence Reaver is a much weaker item, so...
Yeah,
not a
I
big
don't
fan
like
of
the
that.
Essence Reaver. And something else I don't like is Professor Malice's build. I think there's a distinct lack of an item here that recently got buffed Ultravox, and it is going to be that Black Cleaver. You're into 2 tanks, double tanking. You're not building a Black Cleaver? This is a bit of a greedy build.
Yeah, I think it could be good. Shojin for the extra haste damage, I guess. Professor Malice wants to contribute a little bit more for himself, but I agree with Cleaver. Cleaver's always going to feel super nice. I think itemization is probably the least of Pad and Eden's worries,
Yeah.
though.
They can build almost anything and be ahead in this game.
Yeah, there were so many other things that occurred this game that have decided the course of it. I think these are just small optimizations, but let's see how Eden's decides to respond.
I'm only criticizing because I know they can build better.
Of course.
I know they can play better. They have the brains. I believe everyone can do it here.
That's right. Yeah, it's optimizing your items. It's fun. It's fun and it gives you dopamine.
Winning gives you dopamine as well here. As
So
it
true.
Looks as well. Bayonetta play aggressively.
Okay. Oh, but the seismic shove is not fast enough to catch Bayonetta coming out of the teleport. So much damage. The bubble hits as well. Waka just so chunked out now. I guess Emilio doesn't need that HP bar anyway, but still going to feel pretty bad. 5 members strong in the mid lane, and all they're doing is dancing around into these paddle stars. Bayonetta has them all at their mercy. It's like a shooting range here.
Aaron working on the side lane here. This is a good opportunity to do Baron. Are they going to shoot for it, or are they just going to try to run down this mid lane?
I think running down mid lane is good. The
Either
HP
way
bars
is a good play.
Are low. Bayonetta trying to look for the bubble over the wall. They're going to stun up. Waka here. Arcane Comet almost claims the kill. Bayonetta too far forward. Gets exhausted and shut down. Counters in the middle of 2 people here. Make it 3. The Cataclysm goes out to lock the enemy jungler right on in as Professor Malice now trying to get away. He has to flash out. Culling will do tons of damage, and it's a shutdown onto PP that goes over to Major. He's going to continue forward. Sped up. Weaver's Wall. They're trying to chase down the 2 remaining members of Pad left in the mid lane. Professor Malice. He's going to turn right around. Kill Waka. Eden Major looking to claim revenge, but that's a very strong set that's now charging right at your face. Can they kite him out? Can they play the range? They have the vision. Seismic shove, but Major's pulled back in. He barely dodges the sweet spot of the Haymaker, but it doesn't even matter. He still goes down. Killbot unable to do much here. Malice and Omni are just way too strong, and they will complete the team fight victory for Pad.
As much as it was a victory for Pad here, I think that Edens are going to be happy with that. They almost won Ultravox. That is not something that should have been close to happening. They just took a step too far. Bayonetta not respecting the vision across the wall, getting caught out there was the whole start of it. And, stalling out the game is a plus for Edens here. They're going to pick up a lot of bounties on that team fight as well. They don't get Aaron's bounty, but I mean that is a tall task at hand. So they're going to be happy what they get. They did close the gold gap just a little bit, and we could see Major has major damage in this game here still. Despite the fact that their team's not winning, this Lucian has a lot in the kit. And with the LDR built, tanks are not safe either. And so, I mean, just a step too far, too much aggression. They could have played that a lot slower, but Bayonetta kind of just jumping the gun.
Bayonetta got way too aggressive there. Totally agree. That was kind of the catalyst that set everything off. Major played it very cleanly as well. Will maneuver around the enchanted crystal arrow, dodge CC that spells his certain demise. But Pad setting up for this dragon up in 10 seconds. Make it less. Will
Oh,
be
that is another
difficult
bubble.
for Edens to contend here. They're able to
Dragon's
step
up.
up. See what happens.
Aaron Omni's
Banshee's
here. Everyone's
failed.
here. Full party.
But let's see it. Counter's going to get poked out. Healed up just a little bit. Trying to maneuver around where Pad is set up now. Ian's heading down to this tri-bush and they're wrapping all the way around. They've managed to find a positioning advantage, but Malice sees them now. They know to just focus downwards. Aaron Omni looking for a flank of his own. If he's able to slam this Gragas, this could be disastrous.
Oh, they don't see him.
I don't think they see him. He's going to be able to get it. It's going to be enormous pulls back. 2 at least bullet time over everybody. Major is the first one to die in this fight, and that's enough to spell defeat for Edens as they now have to run for the hills. Killbot pushes Professor Malice away with the seismic shove, but their death is an inevitability.
Oh, they get the
I
ult?
say that, but they're able to ride the wall out? No way. At the very least, Killbot manages to stay alive, but man, Edens got whooped in that fight.
How was Killbot not in combat there? That is surprising, but what a beautiful display of vision, Ultravox. They had 0 from the side of Eden Snapdragons.
Yeah.
And Aaron Omni just finding the perfect flank, caught completely unawares, and was able to decimate in that team fight. CC on lock, the Haymaker doing so much damage. Major doing their best to fight back, but isn't able to pick up a kill. Another bubble gonna land. And Bayonetta is just such a thorn in their side. Like, how much chunk damage have they taken just from the Paddle Star?
Yeah, I want to see the damage charts at the end of the game because I'm sure Bayonetta's doing a ton, but I think they might get caught and die again here. No, they're gonna be okay. They're all good. They're just having a fun time. They're vibing. They're just a silly little guy.
Yeah, silly little games here for the Zoe Cosmic God, just playing around. As I mean, so this game's kind of extended. Now we have the Soul, and I mean, this is where it gets really rough. Hard enough to win team fights, but now the damage, the defenses are going to be here. Damage being cut in half, mitigated, unless you have something like that LDR. Plus the shield as well, just going to make it that much harder to kill PP as well, and Bayonetta. And it's just so difficult to win a game from this point on.
Totally agree. I think Baron and some time in the enemy base is all Pad needs at this point. They just have to manage to get it with a few members left alive. Gonna be all they need to win, but Malice is playing around here. Aaron Omni's still the menace in the side lane. He's got so much HP. He's got that new item, Overlord's Blood Mail. That's an exciting one. Look at the Enchanted Crystal Arrow. Look at the prediction there. Big damage going in on Isidak, but can Aaron Omni close it out? It's a 1v5 right here.
Oh!
He passes forward with the Haymaker, and he just one-shots the Lucian. Waka is next. Melio down. Everybody set. He's a beast.
Wait,
they
Haymaker?
cannot kill him, especially with the Lucian down. The second Haymaker kills the Gragas as well. Is this the 1v5 pentakill? Iron Omni, if he had the speed, if he had enough resources to get onto the opponents, that would have been a full 1v5 pentakill. This guy's a beast. This guy, he cannot be stopped. Oh my lord.
Ultravox, that was a 1v5.
So
1v5.
True.
And
literal
they get
1v5.
a triple kill. And not only that, Counter doesn't feel confident in the 2v1 and yeets Aaron Omni out of there for fear for their own life. And also the very potentially embarrassing 1v5 pentakill here.
Yeah.
As that did not go how they planned. Okay, 1.25 because the arrow was a help. from Lost Undertower. So
Okay,
not a
okay.
full 1v5. Let's put it to a little bit of context, but still a huge outplay. And I saw that second haymaker coming, and boy, did it do
Oh
damage.
man, that was nasty. That was just obscene. That should be illegal. Somebody should be going to jail for that play. I I'm not sure who, but somebody's going. Either way,
Yeah,
they managed to. Aaron Omni managed to buy enough time for, of course, Pad to get paired. That was the game plan. That was what they needed. Now they can shove in all 3 lanes here. Not a ton of wave clear going to be helping Eden's out. They are
yeah.
at the mercy of these minions.
So how much would you bet Aaron Omni comes back to the stream and clips that for himself?
100%. I give it. If I was Aaron Omni, I would do it at all costs.
Ooh,
They're trying to
Professor Mouse getting
jostle Professor
caught.
Malice around. They have enough damage to actually kill him. The Enchanted Crystal Arrow misses, but
Oh,
look
the
at this bullet
turnaround!
time. It's so good. Oh my god. Cataclysm will lock him in 2. God. Oh man, this team fighting is just nasty from Pad. They have the easy execution, and it looks so nice when they set it all up correctly as well. Aaron Omni looking to kill Killbot. Gets behind him. He's going to slam him out of turret range. The haymaker. Oh my
Deleted.
god, it's not real. He's got so much HP that the grit stacked up one-shots anybody on the planet at this point. Victory was all but assured for Pad here, and that's just the nail in the coffin.
Oh man, Pad absolutely tossing Eden Snapdragon at the later portion of that game. Didn't make it look close at the end here, and that is a dominant victory, but not without its slip-ups here, Ultravox. I have to say, some of those team fights were a little too close, and I mean, while the early game did go very well, there was some hiccups. The first blood as well in particular, but Bayonetta bringing it all back as well,
Yeah.
coming back into the game, landing some really nice paddle stars. Zoe's usually early dominant champion. You don't really get that opportunity to come back in team fights, but they were able to pull it together. And the most damage would have been Bayonetta, if not for Aaron Omni going for that 1v5. I'm sure the multiple 1v5s there stacked it in their favor overall. And that's just a great showing from the solo laners of Pad there. And what an exciting game.
For sure, yeah. We were talking about momentum at the beginning. I think Pad has all the momentum they need to carry them through and go 2-0 today. They really want that win. So, of course, they can maintain a streak here. They don't want to be left 0-2. But, we'll take a quick break before game 2. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back. All right, and we're back for game 2 of Conquerors League Week 2. Once again, I'm Ultravox, and this is Crims, and we're here with Eden Snapdragon versus Fantastic Academy Dreamcatchers. Pad went up game 1 in a fantastic fashion. Isn't that right, Crims?
It was fantastical. It was everything you could describe as a phenomenal game there. And I mean, look, Aaron, MVP of game number 1. No doubt about it. Stomped the top lane, only got one gank, and then absolutely just trounced the rest of the team from Eden's. And beautiful game coming out. Beautiful game coming out from Aaron.
100%, yeah. Big credit to Professor Malice as well for making things happen across the early game. Really interested to see how Eden's is going to adjust their draft. I think that most importantly, though, they just have to be cognizant of where Professor Malice is early on, help Isadek not fall behind as well. So it's going to be a solid, easy, straightforward game plan for them. I think they can bring it back, but let's see what they select as we head into draft.
Yeah, and I really do think they have to address this Air Omni problem. Isadek needs a champion. If they're going to do the shutdown style and you can't shut them down, then there is some huge draft considerations that need to come through. The Ashe pick was pretty good for the side of Pad. Able to start up fights that they wanted to pretty much on the dime. And so I think that that's also in consideration to be taken out. Not because it was just unmanageable in lane, but once they were winning the game, not a really good response from the side of Eden, and Pad just able to free engage them.
Yeah, I think that if they had played closer with Walker's Melio, could have been a little bit better. But at the end of the day, it's an ultimate for an ultimate. I mean, you're still playing pretty well, and grouping up leaves you vulnerable to Cataclysms. It's kind of a win-lose situation. I wonder if the Jarvan MF combo will return. They had a great synergy with the Zoe as well, of course. Instead, Zoe's going to ban Wei, Tristana, Wei, and Zoe banned from Eden's. They played Prio Pad, taking away some things out of the bot lane.
Yeah, the Zoe picked, didn't pick up first blood, but once that mid game started rolling around with the huge gold lead, just looked unstoppable. Just getting chunked 24/7. Both teams really like to just ARAM it in the mid lane, and guess who's a really good benefactor of that? It's Zoe. And we're going to see the Ashe coming out again. First pick. Such a high prio champion, and makes a lot of sense as Professor Malice just going to take the Jarvan straight away. Ashe does not have a way to escape the Cataclysm, and that is making a lot of sense.
Wholeheartedly agree right there. Melio coming out again as well. This time it's from Lost Under Tower. It's the same kind of paradigm here. We want to cleanse away the Ashe ultimate. Ashe wants to try to poke out in the lane. It's going to be the Ashe 80 carry, however, with the Thresh to try to deny the Jarvan engage. I do like this. You're able to also Lantern Ashe out of Cataclysm if she does get stuck. I'm a big fan. These two characters can also do a number in lane.
Okay, Mumu into the Melio. Not a fan. Not a fan of that one, because guess who just completely nullifies your ultimate? A double Melio! This is so busted. You can't, there's no way
How are you
can
going to play
this.
Ashe and Mumu versus two
No,
Melios?
wait. Yeah, and if you get one Melio, the other Melio cleanses. It's just so busted.
My jaw's on the floor. This is impossible. There's too much Ishtali child flame power on the other team. What will Eden's ever be able to do versus these picks? I wonder.
Okay.
I'm waiting. Supposed to be.
I'm waiting for production to give us
Okay.
the answer on what this champion is. It's so funny that it double Melio. Okay,
it's
Misfortune. Misfortune Melio. I don't think it's the
Not as
best
exciting.
combo, to be honest. Misfortune and Melio, but is still going to be holding up in lane with. They like holding this J4 MF combo. It seems that they really like to do that. On the other side, the Amumu coming out, so both teams having some certainty of Wombo. Boy, we went through those bans, second round bans really fast while we were laughing about the Melios. And we have a Lux here as well, so more of the poke style, more of an early game from this mid lane coming out here for their meta. They just like playing these kind of champs.
Yeah, Lux also banned away last game, but that ban is substituted out for the set. This time Isodak on the Ornn. So the tank that will provide immutable value for their teammates no matter what. Aaron Omni, the last pick of the entire game. It's going to be the Trundle. Side lane menace once again and drains all those stats in fights.
Yeah, the Trundle definitely takes a chunk out of the Ornn. But good thing for the Ornn is you don't actually have to engage up close and personal with your enemy. You can just do that from a mile away with the ultimate. Get some really good knockups. Plenty of good targets. Lux, MF, Milio. Those are absolutely banger targets to knock up. Milio can't cleanse knockups at all. Amumu gets on the back line with a brand ultimate, and that's going to be lights out. So team fighting prowess is going to be going over to the side of Eden's, although that Milio there a good cleanse could really ruin everything.
Yeah, going to be interesting to see how these fights play. I mean, at the very least, you have the Ornn ultimate to knock everybody up. I want to see if Isodak's able to hold it together this time, if Aaron Omni's going to go huge once again, how Bayonetta is going to play, and if Major and Waka can get ahead in this lane. Let's go ahead and hop onto the Rift. And as we contemplate these draft adjustments, let's give a quick shout out to our sponsor, ProComps, a game-changer third-party app for League of Legends. It's a personal draft coach. You can upload your own custom champion pool, and it'll give you a personalized tier list and live draft advice, so you can always make the best picks possible in real time. It's a great application. Tons of people use it. Already over 200,000 downloads and thousands of daily active users. Very user-friendly and works with other third-party apps as well. Go download it at procomps.gg. Give it a shot. You can also take your draft to another level.
Yep, and lots of great features from ProComps, and it's absolutely free. Don't forget about that. Go
Yes,
ahead,
true.
download it
It
with
is
the
free.
Overwolf. And I mean, free is great here. Both teams lining straight up.
Oh, it's going to be a 5v5 off the bat. The root hits two. Thresh hook onto Professor Malice. He's already flashing out of there. I'm not so sure how this one's going to go down.
Oh,
Killbot
no.
hits the W, but Aaron Omni has the ghost to get on out of there. Pad getting aggressive. They didn't even get a ward down at the end of the day.
Okay. Wow, that's crazy that no one dies there. Flash from Professor Malice, as well as Ghost, who, I mean, Ghost is just nothing too crazy to burn. Heal as well. Almost going to be a quarter up by the time they get into lane. And the biggest deal is going to be that Flash and Professor Malice. So if there's an early skirmish, definitely can aim to target him, and that will be a free kill. I have to say, though, the starting abilities from all of the champions on the set of Pad are non-ideal. Bayonetta starting with the Snare first, not what you want to start, as well as Aaron Omni with the Pillar first as well. Could give the
Yeah.
enemy laners a nice bump that they normally otherwise wouldn't.
I definitely agree there. Yeah, Pad's level 1 does not inspire great confidence, whereas you have Ashe, Thresh, double strap a Mumu for Eden's. I think it was very risky for Pad to go for that play, and they're lucky they didn't lose more. But yeah, some early weak points potentially for Eden's to target. Can Isodak take advantage of that lack of summoner spell? Can he gain an advantage through the lack of chomp from Aaron Omni? It's going to be important to see. He's level 2. He's already got it.
Yeah, he's got level 2. Isodak kind of played it really far back, respecting Aaron Omni for no reason. Bayonetta here. Nice trade in the mid lane. Huge thing on the map right now is this invade from Professor Malice. Getting this taken away is going to block off Counter's ability to go for a gank topside here to save Isodak. So this is good game plan around Aaron Omni here. If Counter does want to save Isodak, gonna be sacrificing farm, so getting caught in the catch-22. They have no vision. They didn't know this was gonna happen here. Professor Malice gonna be picking up a small win here. Oh, this ward might pick up. No, I think that's a miss. They don't see.
They don't. Now they see
Oh,
him.
but Bayonetta's playing way too aggressive. That is like, hey, my jungler is here. I'm walking past the minion line. My jungler
I'm
is here.
screaming it at you. My jungler's here and he wants to kill you. Yeah, no, Professor Malice has been on top of his counter jungle game, especially early on. Counter, of course, at this slight disadvantage. Many more camps for Professor Malice to pick up, especially as he crosses to the other side of the map. Can even try to drive by bot lane now that Major and Waka are so pushed up. The wave is going to be reset though, not stalled out on that one, and they will spot out. They will spot him out with the hawk shot.
Hawkshot is incredibly powerful here. Waka, wow, does not get that one. Tricky movement from Phenom there. Was able to not get hooked. I would say not a dodge, just not getting hooked. You know, there's a difference.
Yeah, too fast with the MF strut. But Major, 23 CS already, huge lead
There
over
it
PP,
is.
and there's the hook. Glacial's gonna slow him down. Shielding from Lost Under Tower gonna do a lot to help that situation, but does still confirm that Waka and Major are kind of clobbering PP and Lost Under Turret in Tower, and excuse me, in this 2v2. Now the junglers are coming down here. Is Jarvan still here? No. Professor Malice is left.
They're
Counter's
gonna
gonna get
see right
spotted
now
on
though.
this ward. Does he care?
Oh,
He's gonna
walking straight
walk
in.
romp. He's just going straight in. He smites it away and hits level 4, but is this worth it? He has to flash out. There's the lantern from Waka. Flash for Grump. What do we think, Crims?
Worth. You got the
Worth
grunt.
every time.
Every jungler would say worth right there. No, this is such a big problem with jungler, especially, you know, you just get so mad that they take yours. And you just have to count. Look, Professor Malice is doing it now too. This is just the curse of jungler. If you get counter jungled, you just have to counter jungle back. There's just no other response. Doesn't matter if it's a bad play. Doesn't matter if you have no pressure. Doesn't matter if you lose your flash. As long as you get that camp, you just go worth.
The game's on pause until revenge is acquired. Yeah,
I like
but
that Professor Malice does it back, even though
yeah.
they both equally do it.
Oh, what a hook. There we go. There's the flay as well. Phallic, or excuse me,
Oh
PP.
no, he got
I said
you.
it. I said he got
He
me.
got
He
you.
got me there. Oh,
Oh
caught me
no.
slipping. Oh, well, PP still safe. He's still holding on to that heal as well. That's going to be kind of disappointing for Waka. Great hook there. The Ignite expended as well. PP and Lost Under Tower just doing so much to withstand this onslaught from Edens.
Yeah, right now there's just pressure coming down. Oh, another hook
Another
gonna
hook.
land.
PP's just eating them. Just continue to take a ton of damage. It's gonna get
Yeah,
harder and harder.
yeah, PP just
Yeah.
taking a beating right there.
That's
Come on,
uh,
get them fully together.
Look out, it's done. First blood. It's easy. It's free. That was a great chain CC from Edens to secure first blood right there, and they get rewarded with grubs as well.
All right, Ultravox, though, you gotta hold strong when I pull out something like that.
You're killing me here. You're killing me. I slip up. You do it on purpose. That's not fair. Look at it again, though. They're gonna stun out Aaron Omni. That's a ton of damage. Counter walked right back into all that Lux damage. The Ornn Ram will plow through Aaron Omni though and take down that kill. Ice Stack getting one right here. 1 for 1. Grubs going over to Edens though. They're still coming out ahead. Still like where they're at. PP and Lost Under Tower have still not based. They're gonna find themselves down 20 CS, plating and more.
All right, so a bit of a toss-up here, as there is trades going down. Professor Malice looking for Isodak. Has
Oh,
flash.
he's gonna charge, but he gets interrupted. That's a little bit of a mistiming there, but Isidak's so tanky. He's gonna just block it off. He's able to base. Waves in a fine spot. He can make it back in time. No big
I
deal.
wonder if Isodak had the flames there, because you could just cancel the knockup and then walk slowly out of that situation.
Yeah,
Would it take him less damage?
you can Bella's breath through the knockup and then charge, and you're home free. And that's how I would do it.
I wouldn't charge with a trundle. I'm just gonna say.
Okay. Maybe not. You
That's a
destroy
bit
the
risky.
pillar. You destroy the pillar.
Yeah, but then you still get stopped by the.
Okay. Fair enough.
It's not. You know, I remember Sejuani's Q used to do the same thing, but you would just blow right through. Do you remember that?
Do you mean pre-rework Sejuani?
No, it was as she got reworked, I believe her Q did initially destroy terrain, and she wouldn't get
I
stopped
don't
by
remember that iteration actually. Huh, that's crazy.
it. I remember you'd be able. It's like one of the greatest things was you would someone get cataclysm by J4, you just destroy all of it, and then your teammates walk out.
What a homie.
Oh, that's a miss.
Yeah, Professor Malice barely dodging away from the bandage toss thrown by counter. Let's see, so Dragon went down while we were watching all that action on the top side. Eden's going to take that one. Now, let's see. Counter heading up to the top side, just going to start clearing down towards bottom. Probably wants to get a bot lane gank rolling with the level 6 that he'll soon have. That's a fine plan. Professor Malice taking a similar path as well.
Yeah, Professor Malice in level 6 first, as PP. Gonna have to dodge Eden Major there. And both teams here getting all their ultimates. As we take a look, Eden's 1k up. Definitely nice this early into the game. Can use that. Interesting to see the brand coming back into the mid lane after years and years, and a quick stint in the jungle is making their return back to the mid lane. With the Comet though this time is a bit of an odd pickup, but I guess into Lux you gotta survive the early storm that is the Lux somehow.
Right, right. Yeah, I think that Brian's just super overtuned, honestly. Double burn items, such a pain to play against. Really good versus team fighters that want to stay all grouped up. So if he's able to get that pyroclasm onto the back line, just disastrous.
Oh, as we're talking about brand, yeah, Bayonetta picking up another kill. Absolute killer in the mid lane this time around. Gets the solo bolo.
We have a replay.
And
Okay, let's see it. Let's
yeah,
see
the
how it
burn.
went down.
Yeah, here we go. The new burn items just helping Brand so much, especially with the mana in the mid lane here, as looks relatively healthy. 4 kill bot. Now, Brand, not the best lane pusher,
Oh,
just takes double spells
that ultimate.
into the Q flash. And
Yeah,
yeah,
that'll
that's
do
it.
it.
That's all she wrote.
Bayonetta hits all the spells, and that's a kill. Double burn
Mage hits
items aren't
all
going to help him
spells,
there.
gets a kill. Newsflash.
Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good idea there. I like that one, but what's going on in the bot
Oh,
lane?
nice hook.
TP just blundering into this hook. Will get stunned up. Enchanted Crystal Arrow finds its mark as well. Lost Center Turret going to fall down. Everybody flashes out of the way of bullet time, but they still get caught in the Cataclysm. Professor Malice forced to flash out himself. Everybody's flashing down here. Killbot TPing in. Edens they have a big problem with these late TPs. Killbot, he's down here just siphoning away some plate gold.
Yeah, definitely giving it over to Bayonetta here. And stealing. I mean, you didn't earn any of this kill, but you're picking it up here. They're trying to go for the first turret. I guess this could be worth it with the TP. I
Not
think this
bad,
is actually not bad. Yeah.
it could be worse. It
So
could be
I
worse.
think the only reason why I think this is good is because Isodak is only going to be able to hold on so much against Aaron Omni up in the top lane, who's honestly Isodak looking a lot better, looking returned on this matchup with the
Yes.
Ornn. But this is giving a lot of power to Bayonetta. And we remember there was some free waves given over to Bayonetta, and then it didn't really go so well in the mid lane. Same with top lane. So giving up free waves, though, it's a bit risky because now Bayonetta has that much more of a power spike in the mid lane.
Okay, but check
Okay.
this out.
Whoa!
Horn
No!
takes the grub.
No!
That's gonna be pretty nice.
37 HP.
But 5 grubs, still nothing to sneeze at. They got the Voidling at 4, so it's going to be pretty good. Yeah, just a nice sneaky steal there.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in this game here. As mid lane, the rotation here up from bot lane, turrets down. Gonna rotate the mid lane. Hasn't been matched just yet. They're gonna play Melio Lux, which is not a great lane.
Yeah.
Major's doing a lot of dodging.
Yeah, just trying to hold on to this mid lane turret as Major and Waka put the pressure on, but Killbot's here. That's going to be stun. Out. Bayonetta just goes straight down. I think the Melee ultimate must not have been up, right?
It's not up. I
just
can
came
see
up.
it now.
It just came up. That's
Didn't
too
have
bad.
it. That's another kill. Edens, they're really picking it up in this game.
Yeah, Eden's managing to bring it back. I think Major and Waka look so much better on this Ash and Thresh combo. And this time, Professor Malice having a tough time getting into this game. I mean, we saw PP struggling down there in the bot lane. Professor Malice focusing on the top side, not able to help his bot laner get ahead. Aaron Omni still going to be this menace up here in the top lane. This is still the strong point that they have. So if they play through top, I think there's still hope for Pad.
Yeah, I don't think they are playing through top right now. They're kind of just setting it on an island, but I mean, that's their only strong point here. If they keep trying to fight into Eden's strong side, I don't think it's going to go so well. Professor Malice is out in the open, exposed, trying to bait for Bayonetta. They're not
Yeah,
going to
no,
find anything. And now it's going to be a straight 4v4 down here. TP up for both top laners if they wish. And we have to be
counter.
very, very worried for the side of Pad.
Yeah, both top laners are really low up there. It was an all-in from Aaron Omni, as
Well,
evidenced by the ultimate cooldown.
yeah, we're
But
getting a bit
Isodak
of an
almost has
unlucky curse
his.
here. Bayonetta picks up a kill on Major. Yeah, Major just walks up solo, no support from the
Wow.
jungler, and gets absolutely blasted. Waka is there, but I mean,
We.
support can only do so much.
Well, that immediately stops Eden's dragon contention plan, and that's going to be a nice Mountain Drake in the pockets pad. I guess, yeah, we can't be walking up like that.
It was a bit sloppy. It was a bit sloppy. And yeah, you don't want to face check as AD carry. Probably something you don't want to do. I mean, they have Hawkshot too. And then they're not playing through the lanes. Eden's just looked lost. I don't think they
Blue
know what
Trinket
they're
is
doing
off
out here.
cooldown. I don't know if they just bought that at base, though, when they died. We're not going to have another replay to check that, but either way, resources now available. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. I would hate to see Eden's toss away their lead from mistakes like that, and let's hope they keep it clean, because Waka and Major have been doing so great so far. So strong through this bot lane. Major still, of course, 30 CS ahead of his opponent, PP. They're setting their sights on the Herald now.
Yeah, this time they're here for early first rotation. And no contests from Pad just yet. They're going to be walking in late. But, I mean, they're kind of spread here. 80 carries in mid lane. Top lane is pushed in.
Oh,
Malice is walking up. Ash is isolated.
Professor Malice just wants to immediately go onto Major there, who's in a bad spot. The lantern's in the middle of the Cataclysm, but he can't click it. Jarvan's standing right on top. There's the hook, though, that will save Major right up until that Lux laser hits, of course. Oh, there's the root as well. Bayonetta just doing a lot in this fight now that they've arrived. PP and Lost Under Tower still holding it strong. Herald
Yeah.
no longer possible for counter and the rest of the game.
If there's any evidence for Jarvan not doing damage, it's it right there. As Waka going to be hitting the flay. ISO Dak. Ultimate being burned, not on Ornn.
Oh, but there's the hook. Now Aaron Omni is hooked in, stunned up.
Oh, the
There's
stun
the bandit
clutch!
toss as well. Curse the Sad Mummy. A lot of resources invested to take down the Trundle, but it's worth it. Aaron Omni is down. Bayonetta's in a bad spot. Dodges away from all of the abilities of Killbot.
Oh,
but
flash.
decides to click on. The ultimate's back up, though. Professor Malice is here. And 2 kills immediately go over to Pad. Killbot now finds himself on the receiving end of all those spells. Double kill from Bayonetta, and just like that, Pad explodes that fight wide open.
They had a good thing going there on the side of Eden Snapdragons, and they just couldn't, they couldn't resist taking it one step farther. And what a blunder it was, because that is exactly the moment Bayonetta decided to take the game back under their control. Huge burst damage, plus the CC. Kind of just walking into their blind, and that is a big win for Pad. And Eden's, I mean, that is a devastating loss because you had the advantage. You found a winning scenario yet again. And instead of just going for the objective, just wants to go for those kills.
Yeah, just wants to go for those kills. Bloodthirsty, but it is their demise now. Bayonetta 6-1. Already got the first item, working on the second one. Going to be tremendously strong here. Carrying the Eye of the Herald in the mid lane. See if they decide to use it. Take a crack at these structures. They can do it with some jungle support. As soon as Professor Malice is done collecting his buff here, it looks like he wants to take a base, though. They might just be playing a little bit slowly until everybody's already all bought and ready to go.
All right. Hot take here for Brand. All right. I played a lot of Brand jungle. And, oh, this might be a fight, but I'm not going to say it. I feel like Eden Major is in major trouble.
Yeah. Oh, look at the Lux flank. Oh, dodges away from the root.
Oh, miss them both.
He's okay. He just walks it out.
Bayonetta, I always say start with your slow. Make your stun or snare or whatever ability easier to hit. Okay, this is gonna be a charge in. Hold up though. Counter.
If
I mean, they're gonna be right in the middle of everyone.
Yeah, gets flayed back, gets stunned up. Emilio Cleanse not gonna be doing enough. Gets a ton of damage on a Major, but that's about it. Big
Am
blunder
I in
with
a
the Rift
fever
Herald.
dream? What's going on? What?
This is a nutty game. This is a nutty one.
It's nutty. It's got a bunch
Oh,
of
Professor Malice,
flavor.
he's right in there on to
Oh, they're
Major,
just
and
trapped.
there's the bullet time as well. Takes an extra turret shot. Counter's going to be bandaged, tossing to his own death.
Counter
As
wanted more. That wasn't
Yeah, as
enough.
Pad, they're going to walk away with the win there. Now Aaron Omni trying to take down Killbot. The pillar is there. The Chomps are as well. Isodak arrives to knock him up, but it's just a little bit too late. The 1-for-1 goes over. Isodak TP's in time to clean up the kill.
Okay. They do clean up the kill here onto Aaron Omni, who on this Trundle starting to power up, be that 1v1 menace that everyone hates on the side lane there. Was able to kill the mage, kill bot here. This dragon's coming up soon, and it looks like vision control is going over to Pad for now. They have a lot of deep wards as well for a nice flank TP onto Aaron Omni, who is spawning in 6 seconds. So Eden's, if they try to go for this, they may be walking into danger unawares, as that is exactly what's happening.
And teleports are coming in. Let's see how Pad decides to play this. Professor Malice trying to get some vision here. He's got the plant. Dragon's already dropping down to about 3k, though. I don't think there's any room for Pad to jump in and contest this. Are they going to step up anyway? Really dangerous.
They don't have ults.
Do not.
They don't have ults. It's just Bayonetta. They can't fight it, actually. So very wise for them not to fight it. They didn't pull the trigger on what could have been their doom. They are playing it out patiently here. And Eden's does pick up the dragon.
Yeah, Eden's now at 2 dragons. The gold is relatively even. I'm not sure which members it's concentrated. It's got to be Bayonetta for Pad, right? But maybe Major for Eden's. They both have some priority targets.
Yeah, it's Major. Major got 2 turrets, or at least 1 turret bot side. Wait a minute. Professor Malice blast clone out, and
Nope.
no hook from Waka.
Hook goes wide.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think it
PP.
has to be Major.
PP, is he going down here? They're gonna pop
Oh,
the
wait,
ultimate. It hits Melio, cleanse away. Killbot doesn't walk into the root. It's a big win. Now Eden's need to respond to this top lane play, as Pad looks like they're targeting the top lane tier 1. Professor Malice coming around the side here, wants to get in on the Killbot counter. Can he get in to counter this play? I don't think so. Once again, bandage tossing to his death. Joins his buddy in the Cataclysm. And that's 2 kills over to Pad. Very clean there. The whole while, Aaron Omni shoving down that bot lane.
Advantage tossing into the Cataclysm and not being able to get out is a bit sad here. They're going to go ahead and knock down another turret. Aaron Omni going to TP mid to defend, but you're not a mage. We'll see how they can do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
this is a good counter push. I do like this. Major taking some damage, Waka as well, but they do manage to get the turret. Aaron Omni cannot run them down. Major's super fast at this point with the Zeal, with the completed boots. Going to be looking pretty good for the Ashe.
No Ghost. Does opt for the heal. And yeah, so if you don't have a dash, trying to jump Ashe is a terrible experience.
Yeah, not fun. Not fun at all.
Really only accessible to those. You either need more than 1 person flanking, or you need to have a dash to get on top of this champion. Not to mention with the Thresh there to flay any attempts from Aaron Omni to do so. Not a great experience.
Oh, it's a great timing.
They're going to go ahead and just take this Baron. This is a gutsy play.
They know that everybody's...
Eden's know.
They know that everybody's off
that ward may have given it away.
Yeah, they just sent Major and Waka packing. Hunter can step up. Baron's already at half HP, though. Enchanted Crystal Arrow. It's going to hit Professor Malice. Still very healthy. Killbot and counter. They can get in here. Curse of the Sad Mummy only hits Aaron Omni. Killbot drops pretty low. Baron secured by Professor Malice. Now the Cataclysm turns on to Eden's. Big knockup on Professor Malice. Bayonetta landing the root. Eden Major, they're doing their best to kite things out, but they cannot get it done. Instead, it's a double kill over to PP, who's looking to further extend their lead. What a brilliant pillar to stop Isodak. The Ultra Mega Fire Kick going to do a little bit more to slow down Isodak. Professor Malice sliding in with the EQ. He's able to knock up Killbot in time for the bullet time. But hook lands. Lost under tower. Still surviving. Bayonetta takes another stray turret shot. 2 kills for the top end support of Eden's, they're doing their best to beat off Pad and the other attackers.
Yeah,
Oh, but
that's
Aaron
it.
slipped away to the top side. That's a turret over there.
Yep, free turret collected onto the top side here, and I think just a misplay at the team fight, sacrificing their life for the inhibitor. Um, yeah, I guess we could call that one worth, but now you don't have Baron on your top laner, who most certainly would have picked up that anyway. I think on the if they just waited patiently. But I guess we just Baron flip the game and we just outplay our opponents. That's Pad's. That is their play style in this game here. 22 minutes in, they say we want to fight. We're gonna go ahead, start Baron, and we're just gonna out smite fight and out team fight.
Baron. It was a good Baron. They knew everybody was off the map. They had a great advantage on that. I just think that yeah, Eden's kind of fumbled the fight. I think Mumu ult Brandel could have hit more people. But yeah, I mean Pad nonetheless take the Baron call. They take the fight barely. They will take the lead. 4K up. Want to prevent Eden's from getting their third Drake. Very strong here with this Baron buff, and now they're looking to secure all the vision around the Dragon Pit.
Yeah, Aaron Omni no TP has to walk as
Oh my
a
god, it hit
huge
3.
chunk.
What is that? Killbot.
Yeah, that is some great value on the ultimate here. Waka. Ooh, gonna take some damage as well. I was worried for Killbot there, to be honest, but doesn't get snared up.
It's
Looks
free
like they're
damage.
backing, and yeah, Bayonetta on the poke champions. That is certainly something that you have to think about when you're playing against Pad. As soon as they start winning this game, Bayonetta doing classic chunk right before objective, and Aaron Omni getting caught. This time not on the unstoppable set, is on the Trundle here, but still getting their team a free objective, evening up the Dragons. Didn't have Baron anyway. And so we'll see if they can pick up more turrets on the side of Pad.
Is 1 and 5 so far on this Trundle, going for Armor Pen to further counter Isodak in this split push.
Is Bork just not a thing? I feel like you just build Bork.
Bork is a thing, but it's so bad versus armor stacking that I think that Armor Pen is the right move. I'm just wondering if it's
But you have an
Cleaver
ultimate that
if
steals.
it's Cleaver
It
instead.
steals all
That's
the
true.
armor.
That's true. You steal resist. I don't know. Maybe you want to be able to try to trade without ult too. I'm not a big Trundle guy. I could ask my friend. He's a Trundle expert.
Are you talking about Dr. Schmeck?
I'm not talking about Dr. Schmidt. I'm talking about one of my personal friends. I'm going to give it a shout out. Diadox, top lane
Diadox.
savant, Kale and Trundle god.
I miss Dr. Schmeckles so
Dr.
much.
Schmickles. He was great. He would have fit right into this game, right alongside Pad's 80
100%.
carry.
100%. The split pusher supreme here, getting a shout out as we are progressing to the late stages of this game. Yeah, this is late stage League of Legends right here.
Oh,
as
yeah.
we are 25 minutes. Yeah, imagine saying at this day and age, 25 minutes in is late game for League of Legends.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it is. 46k gold total for Pad, 43 for Eden's. 2 items on most carries, almost at their thirds, 2.5 about. It's going to be tough for Eden's to contend if they can't find some more meaningful plays here. I mean, at the very least, as things trend towards like 4 and 5 items, they'll be able to catch up. But I mean, they've got to figure out how to do it. They withstood the Baron push. It's really just the top lane inhibitor down. Some mid pressure here. Pad's not really doing anything proactive either. Do you think they should be?
I think they should be. They have an inhib down. They have to really be pressuring the game. Otherwise, you're losing stats for nothing. And
Yes.
so they should be able to get another turret. It's literally like having a free side laner. Oh,
Yeah.
Major's caught!
Hits Ash there, and so much damage follows it up. Major's still alive, but Bayonetta lands the final spark. And immediately Eden's is fully disincentivized. They want to get out of there at all costs. They finally manage to make a proactive play. Pad does, and they will continue to push this mid lane. Somehow PP, he's magnetized towards these hooks. I swear to God.
The Cataclysm's still up here, so they.
Oh, well, again! It's again, but it doesn't matter. Waka goes in, and he's got no one behind him, and Pad's just wailing on this turret. Killbot! Oh, he dodges the fire, but it's actually the Storm Surge proc that kills right there.
The Squall picks the kill, flashes the Flay, but not good enough. Still gets knocked up. TP coming in. That's going to be canceled by ISODAC here, but the base has been broken.
The super minions were pushing in the entire time. Professor Malice doing a
Oh,
little bit
Counter
more.
wants it.
This is the third time that we've seen Counter bandage toss to his own death. Major getting a little hypey here, looking to dance around this fight. He's putting those auto attacks into Professor Malice, but PP's wide open to flash forward and get right on top of him. ISODAC has to disengage. Walk is the next one to fall. It's a triple kill for PP as Pad now engages the Nexus turrets. They want to take this one down. They're looking to close it out 2-0, and that's exactly what they will do.
Yeah, they're going to be picking up the win here. They're going to be happy with that one. Great bounce back. They're going to be going up to the score 1-1. And unfortunately for Eden Snapdragons, they're going to be dropping to 0-2. And they're going to have to be fighting for the halfway point of the pack here, making sure they get to those top standings to get the playoff spots. It's going to be a fight from here on out, and Pad is securing themselves a little bit of comfort, a little bit of security in that 1-1 scoreline. Nothing to write home about, but is potentially a great point for their tournament.
We've got no interview, so we will instead just congratulate Pad. Looked great today. Were the better team. They managed to get it done. Bayonetta looking great. Aaron Omni popping off in that first game. GG's to both teams. Thank you so much, dear viewers, for watching. Tune in tomorrow. We've got Immortal League starting up. They're actually doing it this time, right? That's what's going on?
Yeah.
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yes. All right. Awesome. We got more Titan Esports coming up for you just like always. So, catch us next time.